safekeeping in case something goes wrong with the Facebook recording. So welcome. All right. So find your chat. We've got, let's see. I saw Shauna. Hi, Mary Jo. Hi, Sarah, Christy. So glad you guys are here. Here comes Misty and Michelle. Yes, the new products are going to be so fun. We are excited about it. So glad you guys are here. All right. Okay, well, here we are at 7 o'clock. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for being part of our new products workshop. So once a month, our consultant team gets together to workshop a product or a recipe. Make sure you mark your calendars for the second Thursday in October, which should be October 13th. We are going to do power cooking for you and teach some tips on batch cooking so that you can cook one time and feed your family 3 times. And we'll have lots of fun tips for you. Make sure you save that date, invite a friend or two. We are going to have a survey at the end of this workshop. So if you are watching this in replay, look for that survey. You're going to want to fill that out because we're going to do attendance prizes tonight. So I've got some tickets. We'll play the ticket game throughout our entire workshop this evening. You get a ticket when you ask a question. So you can ask a question about a product that we're using. You get 2 tickets when you ask us something about Pampered Chef as our business opportunity, because this workshop is for our customers, but also our consultants. So it's one of the ways that we're learning together. So if you're asking questions about what you get when you host, or how does an online party work, or what types of parties can you host, or how hard is it, or how many people are required, how many orders are required, I'm giving you all the hints, all the tickets. So make sure you're asking those questions in the chat, and we will get to them. We have the lovely Dusty this evening that's going to be helping with our chat, both on Facebook and here through Zoom. So if you're asking questions, we will get to it and make sure you get your entry before we end tonight. And I wanted to share just a couple specials, and then we're going to get cooking for you. Pampered Chef comes out with a brand new Season's Best Recipe book each season. This is one of my favorite ones that I've had in a long time. Usually all of the recipes are delightful. This one, they focused on budget-friendly recipes. So every recipe in here is less than $3 or less a serving. And we are going to feature 3 or 4 of them tonight. But I just want to tell you, I got to shout out. I'm working through this book one page at a time. We made the sunflower brie with the raspberry habanero sauce. Amazing. We made onion petals in the air fryer, that bloomin' onion effect, but they weren't even fried. They were air fried. Super easy, super delicious. We made last night this sriracha chicken, honey sriracha chicken. Again, lots of great recipes. And so I am so thrilled with this cookbook that we're going to be giving it away tonight to both consultants and attendees. So the way that you get your copy of this for free, if you order from your consultant, that's going to be on the survey. Hey, I'm ordering from my consultant. You'll get a copy of this. And consultants, when you have 2 parties booked in September by the 14th of this month, you're going to get a copy of this from me as well. So that's one freebie. The other is for our ticket game. We'll have some door prizes tonight just for being here. And one of my favorite new tools is Small But Mighty. It's a utensil holder, which I think is over there in that bag. We're going to show it to you tonight, but it holds your spoon without putting it down on the table. So it'll hold your spoon onto your bowl. And we'll show you that here in a second. The specials for you this month, as a customer, you can get a free mix and chop. Is that anyone's favorite? Oh yeah, here's I'm so in love with this guy. I got to get like 12 of them. So check that out. It just attaches right there to your bowl and it will hold it up. Love it. So fun. You get a mix and chop when you spend $80. our small tongs when you spend 100, free shipping at 150. So if you're in the mood to shop or you have anything you just can't live without, your consultant can help you out with that. Our cookware is 60% off this month for hosting. And as a consultant, you can join for $50. I mean, come on, you can join us and have some fun every month with us as a consultant. All right. Well, without further ado, I know you're here to learn the tips from our amazing Pampered Chef consultants. Make sure you're asking some questions in the comments. And if you haven't yet, type in your first and last name and whether you're a consultant or who your consultant is. And Dusty's going to be making our attendance list tonight so we can get that prize out too. Okay, Erin, are you ready to show us? Show and tell?
I'm ready, and my family is like starving right now, so they're super excited about the fact that I have this meal for them. So I want to show you right away. I have a lasagna in our new baker. This was cooked for about 45 minutes, and I kind of used the new recipe in the Season's Best as a guide. I didn't use that recipe because my husband's favorite food is lasagna. And I know if I would have changed it up at all, he would have been like, why did you change something that's so good? So I stuck with the good old recipe that I have. And I'm going to add to it by making breadsticks right on top of it using the serving tray that is that you can get along with it. You can get this as a set, or you can get them separately. And the serving tray is stoneware also. And then it has this glaze on it. So we're gonna make breadsticks using the garlic Parmesan seasoning. And I have to tell you, we've already gone through one whole bottle because this is my oldest son's favorite seasoning. He puts it on everything, including like popcorn and pasta and chicken and basically anything. So the recipe for the breadsticks is in the Season's Best. And then the lasagna that they have in there uses ravioli and spinach, and it's just so good. So I'm going to have to make that for myself sometime because I saw it live at our national conference and I've been wanting to make it ever since. So let's start with the breadsticks. I just used the pizza crust in this little roll thing, and I did it before I came live because I get so scared when I open these. Am I the only one that does that? Like has to like open it like this because that's so me. I get scared by that. So I have it on our cutting board. This is my favorite cutting board. And then I have the brand new tapered rolling pin. This is so pretty, and I love that it has a little hole here. So I could attach a string to it and, hang it up in my pantry or even display it because it's so pretty. And then it has measurements. So think about if you're rolling out your dough and you need it to be like 1 inch, well, then you just roll it out and then measure and it's right there. So I'm just going to use it just to straighten this out before I cut it. Like I said, it's super easy to maneuver, and I like the length of it too. I mean, this is going to cover a really big area. So absolutely love that. And then I just have to cut it into 8 strips, I believe. I'm going to do it the long way because the recipe says to fold it in half. So we're going to fold it in half then. So maybe I should have done it the other way, but you know what? You can do whichever way you want. And this, after I fold these in half, I will put a little butter on top and then use the Parmesan garlic. So I got 6. So I think I'm going to cut them in half. You can just decide what you want. There's a great number in my house. We have 5 people in our family. So I'm just going to twist these just like this and lay them on here. Since I did cut it in half, you could fold it over if you did the 8, like the recipe told you to. And then after we get these folded, we're going to just brush them with a little butter and then put the Parmesan garlic seasoning on it. Now, if you are using the serving tray and you don't want to bake anything on it, like it cannot actually be used as a cover because it's stoneware. And so stoneware is meant to always have food on it. It's got to have at least 3/4 of it covered. So it can't be used to just cover your meal. But it's great to use like this to cook something on top. You could do like rolls on it, or even use it separately, like as a bruschetta. That would be really nice too. The stoneware, though, it is designed to hold in the temperature. So like if you're making a bruschetta and then you bring it out and you use that to serve it on, it's going to keep that warm. So that is a really nice feature too, that it'll stay nice and warm. I almost got these twisted. I almost got them fitting on my tray. And then we're going to brush them with the butter, put on the seasoning, and I'm going to put it back on here so that this lasagna will finish cooking. So we're just going to set these on the side to fit them all on. So there's my beautiful pizza breadsticks. And then we'll just brush this. I have a basting brush, and this is the 1 cup prep bowl. I use these for everything. I think I put like pudding in them for the kids. I think I had ice cream in the other night. And then one other tip I wanted to tell you, with anything like this that has like a cheese in it or a really fine grain, you don't want to sprinkle it over something hot, because what will happen is the heat gets inside and then it can cause it to have like some caking and like solidified. So since these aren't hot, I can just shake right over top of them. It did say to measure out 1 tablespoon. I could have done that by taking the cap off and using the cap to measure it, but I'm just going to shake this. But I wouldn't recommend shaking over like a hot bowl of pasta, because that heat in there will make it get all solid. So now I'm going to put this on here. Before I put this in the oven, I did want to tell you that this little fun gadget here, I'm going to bring my pasta bake a little bit closer. This goes on the side of either your pans or like your cookware, and it's a spoon rest. So you can put your spoon in here. This is the silicone scoop and serve, which is going to be great for lasagna. And then you just rest it on the side. So it's perfect. You don't have to worry about where the spoon goes, where it's going to sit. Think about when you're cooking. It's nice to have that right there. So love this spoon rest. So I'm going to stick this in the oven for 15 minutes. And then hopefully I'll show you it after one of our other lovely consultants shows you what they make.
I love it. My goodness. I want to come over for dinner at Erin's house. Love it. All right. So Michelle had asked, is this new stoneware? And yes, this is brand new stoneware. So we've got the baker, we've got that flat stone, and then there's a new round white stone as well with a little lip on it, which is very, very exciting. And how is it different from others? So this one is our new fusion stoneware. So it's stronger. You can use soap on it. It has a higher temperature, but it's also glazed like our gray deep covered baker is, but it's just the white color. So we're going with the trends. We're updating for the trends. And next up we have Robin. She is going to do probably your next easy, delicious dinner. And this one's from the Seasons Best as well. So Robin, are you ready for us?
Yes, I am ready. Can you hear me?
We
Am I-
can.
All right, cool. All right, tonight I am going to be doing a 1 pot in a skillet, and it is going to be a taco chili mac. All right, it's 30 minutes or less. It's budget friendly, and it's all from your pantry. How about that? Okay, so first, I want to introduce our brand new product. Okay, so have you seen those adorable, colorful pans that are all over the social media? But did you know those ceramic pans, like those ones, they only last about a year, right? The nonstick coatings start to deteriorate over time when you use it, which means that they're not always as you may have heard, and replacing your cookware every year or two is hard on your budget and the environment, right? Well, that's why we have this new line of gorgeous, affordable, durable cookware, and it's our Brilliance cookware, nonstick cookware line. And it has all the pieces you need to cook for every day and special occasions, with the features you'll want to make, and it's going to make all your cooking easy. Okay, this cookware looks amazing in every kitchen, and it gives that little pop of color. See the color on it? Isn't it beautiful? And it's going to like, without sacrifice of quality for your cooking. It's much harder than the regular aluminum and 2 times harder than stainless steel. And that's why it has a 10-year warranty. And everything is in stock, which means that you can buy everything separately. So this is totally different than any of our other cookware that we have. So that is what's different about this Brilliance nonstick cookware that we have. I love that we have the variety of cookware for whatever you want to make. Our saucepans, they have straining on both sides of the lids, which is perfect for draining liquid from pasta, so easy. And our saute pan is perfect for the one-pot meals, which I'm doing right now, and for on the stove, and in the oven. And that's what I'm going to be using tonight. Okay. And the stock pot is going to help you cook up a huge batch of soup, stew, or chili. Okay. And the best part is you can use it on any stove, induction stove, gas stove, glass stove, which I have, any stove. Okay. And it's all dishwasher safe. All right. And what's really cool is that these 2 pieces that I have on my stove right here are actually in our package that you could actually earn for free this month. All right. So if you want to learn how to do that, get in contact with your consultant. But for the taco chili mac, I have already started because it's a little bit longer process. We've got the meat. It's a pound of meat. All you do is chop it up. You get a medium onion, a red bell pepper, and you just get it in here and you ground it up, and you just get it all and you cook it all up together. Okay. And this is a 5-quart pan, and see how deep the sides are. And you can cook 3 pounds of meat in here. You want to make sure that you don't cook any more than that, because if you cook more than that, you're going to be steaming your meat instead of browning it. Just a tip. Okay. And then what you want to do is take 1 tablespoon of our new seasoning, Everything Taco. All right. This is a brand new seasoning that we got, which is absolutely amazing. And 1 can of black beans, drained and rinsed, which I've already done, and 1 can of tomato sauce. Now I did tomato sauce, but I just made my own homemade tomato sauce, so I put that in here. It's a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, and then 2.5 cups of low sodium beef broth, and then a cup of milk, and then 8 ounces of macaroni. You can use any type of macaroni that you want, and then you simmer it on the stove until the macaroni gets tender. And then we're going to stick it in the oven. I think it is for about 10 minutes. No, we're going to leave it on the stove for about 2 minutes. I'm sorry. And then while we're doing that, I have already crushed up chips. They say tortilla chips, but I got to have a little spice in my life. So I did Doritos. Since it's taco, I thought it'd be a little bit tastier. And then a cup of cheese, and then 2 teaspoons of seasoning, which is the taco seasoning. And then we're going to set that over to the side. And then in a small bowl, we're gonna mix up some sour cream and then a teaspoon of milk and then a teaspoon of seasoning over on the side because we're gonna drizzle that over on the top of it. And then once this is ready to go, we'll add the rest of the cheese in there and then we'll drizzle the dressing over the top of it before we serve it. So as soon as this is ready to go into the oven, I'll pop that in there. And then when it's done, you'll come back to me and I'll show you the finished product. And to show you a couple of, there is a couple of tips I wanted to tell you. If you wanted to double your onions and pepper and ground beef, you can add seasoning and then you can freeze half to do like an easy burrito night. You could also switch out the chicken and you could also switch out the beef for like chicken or turkey instead if you don't like the beef. And also, if you haven't noticed, I'm using one of the prizes that Katie announced tonight was the utensil holder. And I love this thing. This is a godsend. And I'm using the new Mix and Chop spatula, which I absolutely love. And I'm using another new product, which is, I can't remember the name of it. It's the what's the name of it, Katie?
I mean, it's a silicone handle holder helper.
They save your fingers. It goes over the handles on the sides and it goes over the handles on your lids. And they're silicone and they're dishwasher safe. And these are amazing as well.
They're called silicone helper handle protectors.
They're
$10. And they're on page 19 if you need to know.
They're handle savers or something like that. I can't remember the name of them.
Silicone silicone helper handle protectors. We're making everyone giggle now. Okay, so does the hot pad handle get warm as well while it's cooking? I would imagine it probably would not unless it was under the flame. Would you? Right.
No, actually it gets a little warm, but not warm to touch to where you can't like hold on to it. I've had it on here the whole time that I've been cooking and it's fine. I have rheumatoid arthritis and these are like a godsend for me. It was like all the stuff they put out in these fall products were like they were really fine.
I love
like I love all of these products. So it's like it's helping me be able to cook even better than before, you know. So I love everything that they've designed this fall.
I would agree. I think from the Season's Best cookbook, that's always like a little guide for me, you know, because I'm not really an experimental cook. I kind of just do the bare minimum and feed the family, but it gave me, you know, the confidence to try a few new things. They just look so good, and the products are helpful too. Emmeline and let's see. So we had a question about gas stoves. Yeah, everything should be fine for gas stoves as well. There shouldn't be any reason why you couldn't. Gas stove is the fancy stove, you know, it's all good. And the induction stove as well. So yes. Emmeline and I are going to make, we're using the new kids set, baking set, which is going to be a really nice item for like all of the kids that love to bake in your life. It has
me. I love to bake.
Yeah, she was like, so another mom and daughter combo was gonna cook for us tonight and they couldn't make it. So I was like, well, they get us again. But Emma was so excited because we got to try something new.
I love to bake. It's my favorite thing to do in the kitchen.
And she was laughing at me because I made her go to the store to get these biscuits. So and by the way, Erin, I opened the biscuit, we were on mute and we both went, because it totally did the popping thing. So this recipe is called monkey bread muffins. That's what they're going to look like, you know, when you make them. We'll see what they turn out. We've got half a can, like a pop can of biscuits, and we're tearing it into 30 pieces. So I'm thinking this is like keeping little kids busy hands. So she's counting out our little balls of dough. This kids baking set comes with this 6 silicone cupcake holder, and we used it for the first time this last Sunday for some muffins, and we noticed it has like I know you can't see it, but around the edge it's got some framing, like probably a metal frame, and I thought that was so smart of them because I'm always worried about the silicone getting too flexible, but it's nice and sturdy with that frame. And when we popped out those muffins, oh my gosh, like they didn't stick. It was, you know how on the muffin top, it gets that perfect brown. It was that perfect muffin top all the way around the muffin. So not only did it not stick, but it actually was like the muffin top all the way. I mean, we were very impressed, weren't we? The answer is yes. We were talking about it for, you know, the whole breakfast. All right. So what we've done is preheated the oven. We are tearing the dough into 30 pieces, which was biscuit dough. Okay. And then, we've got these for the baking set too. You can't even see this. So sorry. It comes with 2 baking mats. All right. And the bowl. And then there's this icing dispenser that comes apart for easy cleaning on both sides. So we made some dressing as well. So you got the 2 tips. You can tell I'm not a baker, but we've got Emmeline, so we'll be okay. For our icing, it's half a block of cream cheese, 1 cup of powdered sugar, some vanilla extract, and was there anything else in here? Very important to get these 30 cut out. Okay. And then it had us make cinnamon sugar, which we are going to use our new bowl set. So they tested this bowl in the largest size, and it got so much great customer feedback that they made it a set of 3 now. So we have the 2 quart, the 4 quart, and then I guess it's an 8 quart. This silicone is nice and thick, so it won't move around on your surface. So really, really love these bowls.
I'm back now.
And for our cinnamon sugar, it was just a 4th cup of granulated sugar. You want to put that in here?
Oh, this goes in there.
It just goes in there. And then our next,
there.
it goes inside there. We're gonna roll 5 balls. We're gonna roll these balls into the cinnamon sugar to coat them. But wait, let's see. Microwave the butter, pour the butter over the dough, and gently toss with your hands to coat evenly. Okay,
Where's the butter go?
let's just use another bowl. All right, so let's put our 30 little pieces inside of the bowl.
They're not gonna connect, are they?
They probably will.
Hmm.
And then just gently, what you're going to want to do is kind of keep them separate, and we're going to pour this butter. So your hands are going to get nice and messy. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This is the fun part.
This is not fun. I don't like my hands getting messy.
Are you willing to do it?
I'm willing to do it because I love baking.
Okay, so what we're going to do for our little monkey bread bites here, Emmeline's going to toss them in the butter, and then she's going to toss them into the cinnamon sugar and coat them. And 5 pieces go in each well. So you're going to work on that. You got the instructions?
Got the instructions.
All right. And then we're going to bake them for 16 minutes. All right. Before I hand it off here, because Emma's going to get started on that, I do want to point out that we now have this largest size of the insulated bowl. These bowls are
Hopefully there's still 30 pieces.
they are such a smart idea. I don't think I quite knew how much I was going to love them until I started using them. We've got a 1 quart, a 2.5 quart, and now this 4 quart is new. We do sell them in a set of the 2 smallest. This one is separate, sold separate now as we're adding it. And then for when you host a party, even the smallest party with your consultant, usually that's 3 orders, you're going to get a host special, which this month is 60% off one of these pieces of cookware. You can try them out. Our cookware now is all a la carte. So you can, and I really think everyone needs like a piece of each kind of cookware, right? You need a cast iron for certain things. You need the nonstick, gotta have the stainless for that sear. All of our cookware can go on the stovetop or in the oven. The brilliance is beautiful. But anyway, let's say you got your whole dish done, right? Like Robin's mac is done, whatnot. You can pop the whole thing into the insulated bowl. And this is going to keep it like piping hot until your guests get all their food and even till after dinner. I tested this first on my little 1 quart size with a box of mac and cheese. And I'm sure that you know how quickly that cools off. The mac and cheese stayed warm throughout the whole meal. And the same with mashed potatoes, anything that you want to keep hot, a large bowl of soup. You don't have to keep it on the stovetop. You can just transfer it into our serving bowl. Another cool little feature of these, you can tell I really love these, is it has that little handle to hold it on while you're serving out of it. And now with the little utensil clip, you can use that as well. What I started to tell you is when you host with your consultant, they now have an exclusive host half price item where you can get all 3 as one half price item. So you can, it's basically like bulking them all together. You get all 3 of them for 50% off when you host even the smallest party. So that's the insulated serving bowl. I love them. They're so great.
Can you show them what I'm
Yeah,
doing?
how's it coming over here?
Good. Oh,
So I'm just gonna show, so we're just putting 5 little dough balls rolled in butter and brown sugar. Can you imagine how yummy this is going
and
to
how
be?
I'm doing this is so they're in this and I'm taking 2 at a time, rolling them in here. So
Yeah,
they don't separate and then put them in that thing.
so this kid set is super fun. And it is, I wanted to tell you how much it costs. Okay, the new set, the cupcake baking set comes with the spatula, the little
It
squeeze
comes with a
guy.
spatula.
It does. I don't know where our spatula is. And the bowl, the 2 mats, the recipes, $65. So it's a really great Christmas gift that you'll be able to use forever. Okay, so, and where can I get one of those great little helpers? I mean, I made one myself, so that's how I got this one. And she's pretty awesome. All right, we're gonna move to Lisa and then we'll come back and show you guys everybody's finished meals. Lisa, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Awesome.
All right. So tonight I am actually making one of our recipes from our autumn Better Batter box. So you can get from our Better Batter box the donut pan, donut mix. It comes with the cinnamon plus, and then you also get 3 recipe cards for $46. So tonight, what I'm gonna make is the caramel apple donuts. And I actually ended up making, and I know that you can't see this, but I actually ended up making some caramel sauce in our deluxe blender, and I'll show you how I coat that on later, but that was a little addition that I did. So what I'm gonna do to get started is I have our bowl, and I need to grab our milk. So it's 1.5 cups of milk. And then I've got a 1/4 cup of oil. And then I'm gonna go ahead and just put in our donut mix. Oops, I'm sorry, I need our apples. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I did this earlier because these needed to be cooled off. So I grabbed a Granny Smith apple and I just diced it into small little chunks. And then also a part of the recipe, it has me put some of the cinnamon plus and the sugar together. So I did that in our coating tray. And I just took 2 tablespoons of the cinnamon sugar mixture and I put it on top of the apples, threw it in the microwave for about 3 minutes. And then I've been letting it cool off. And again, I'm gonna throw that in here so that it can go into our batter. All right. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open this up. This is our donut mix. And I am using our Flex Plus to mix up our dough. So if you haven't heard of our Flex Plus yet, this is our 3-in-1 tool. This handle right here is basically the, I don't know, the thing that you need for all of the other tools. So you can do the mixer, you can do an immersion blender, and it also comes with the food processor. Again, I'm just using the mixer tonight. It is also battery operated, which is awesome for not having to worry about any type of cords. Last night I was actually making a ton of zucchini bread. And so I was not only using this mixer, but I was also using our food processor. So it was awesome to be able to use, again, one item for 2 different uses. All right. And so that is all done. And oh my gosh, you guys, this smells amazing. I really hope that my kids don't want any of this. Probably not likely, but all right. So I'm going to put this over here real quick. And then what I'm going to do is I need to coat our tray with oil. So I already sprayed a couple of them, but I'm using our kitchen spritzer. And how our kitchen spritzer works is I just have olive oil in here. You pump it a couple times for it to build pressure in order for the oil to spray. So that's all I'm going to do here. And then when you're done with the kitchen spritzer, you actually want to release the seal. It's called burping it. And that's so that it doesn't bulge and the pressure doesn't stay contained in the container. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill all of my donut holes, or I'm sorry, my donut wells with all of this mix. I'm going to pop it in the oven for about 7 to 9 minutes, I think is what it said. And then we're going to coat all of them with the cinnamon sugar mixture. And then we're also going to dump them in the caramel. So I think I'm going to pass it back to Erin. I think, Erin, are you all done? And are you ready to show your finished product?
I'm actually currently stuffing my face. So yes, I already served up the kids and my husband, but I do wanted to show you that these baked up so nice and they came off real easily. The Parmesan garlic was really good. My daughter's like jumping up and down because she wants another one. But I just love this spoon rest because it's so nice to just sit there and will be great for when you go to potlucks too. But yes, it's so good.
Oh my gosh, I just like want to eat all of these recipes. They are so yummy looking. How are you doing over there, Robin?
I'm getting ready to take it out of the oven.
All right, so we're getting close. So let me look and see if we can do a couple of questions. We did, let's see, the protectors can go up to $4.50. And that would be including the little utensil clip. And I know I saw on Facebook the question about, can it work on a cast iron? I think the thing about the utensil clip is just going to be how thick the side of your dish is. Now it is a little flexible, right? But I'm just so excited. When I saw this and they announced it, it was like, oh my gosh. When they announced, I was like, I'm going to have like 12 of those for Thanksgiving dinner. I was so excited about it. And then let me show you this one as well. This is an odd looking utensil, but it is called our egg spatula, and it's designed specifically to help with omelets. So you could use it in our new Brilliance skillet and just flip over that omelet. So if you are an omelet maker, this is going to be your new best friend. Dusty, were you about to ask some questions too? No? Okay. All right.
No, sorry.
No problem. Let's see if we have any others. Now, y'all need to get working on these questions. I only have like 10 entries here, and I know you all want to win our giveaway. Robin, are you ready for us? She might have... maybe not. Okay, what other products do we have? So the Brilliance comes with the stock. You can have a stock pot. We now can sell the pots themselves separately. I know this was a big pain point for a lot of our customers. We only had our 2-quart pot available for if you bought the whole set. So now you can get this one or our nonstick version on its own. And that's a big fun announcement we were excited to share. The bottom of these, again, yes, for induction stove, and they don't have that oxidation option, even though they are dishwasher safe. These are dishwasher safe. They are not metal utensil safe. I saw that question out there as well. So metal utensil safe for the stainless nonstick and our nonstick line. These you're going to want to stay away from nonstick, but we have a beautiful line of brand new silicone tools for you to help with that. But still just so easy to clean. I've been really impressed with it, trying to give it a nice go, even though I already had cookware I loved. I really think, so here's what we're going to do in the chat. In our Facebook replay, I will post the chart so you can see all of the different cookware and how it compares, and maybe like give yourself a little quiz to see which one would work best for you. Yeah, go ahead.
There it is.
Beautiful. I love it. All right. So are you guys going to chow?
Oh yeah.
That looks so delicious. All right. So you will get that recipe that Robin made tonight, and for the breadsticks, as well as a lasagna recipe, even though not quite the exact one that Erin made tonight. You're going to get that when you order from your consultant tonight. We still have a few minutes left on our little monkey bites, but we did fill this with our cream cheese frosting, and we're excited about this. So we may have to just take some pictures. All right, is anyone else ready? Or maybe do we have any consultants that have some questions about these products? Maybe you don't own them yet and you want to learn more, because we can just kind of have a little discussion Q&A here. If you'd like to come off of mute, you'd be welcome to do that, or you can type it in the chat. I'm going to
We
answer.
have a few in the chat. Oh, you're gonna get to them.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead, Dusty. If you want to read them, that'd be great.
I saw, so one is does the spoon rest work in multiple positions? And it looks like you had them in 2 different positions.
Yeah. So it's got the clip on to the side there. And then I guess it's going to depend on your spoon, how thin or thick it is. Does anyone else have something to add for that? Because I know it can
Well,
go up and down or across.
I've been using thick and thin spoons and it works just fine. On the,
And I know the one about if the cookware is sensitive to tools. So yes, we did mention that the Brilliance can only use the silicone tools, no metal utensils on that one. The large, how large is the stock pot? Is that 8.5 quarts?
no,
It's not as big as the multi-pot, I think, but it's still a good size.
It's 8-quart, Dusty.
8, okay, 8 quarts, okay.
stock pot is 6 quarts. I mean, 8 quarts, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it has, there's an 8-quart, and then the 5-quart is the skillet that Robin used. That does come with a lid. They both come with a lid. There's a 4-quart nonstick saucepan, and then there's a 2-quart nonstick saucepan, or you can get the entire Brilliance cookware set all together. So like if you were hosting, you could pick one piece, or you could pick the whole set as your 160% off item. What
And
other?
there's 10-inch fry pan too.
Oh yeah, the fry pans, and there's a 2-piece fry pan set, the 8
Yeah.
and the 8.5 and the 10-inch. Gosh, that's a lot of cookware. I
Yes.
love it. I love it. I'm so excited about it.
I think it's 15 pieces.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Another question we have, is it hard to clean around the rivets? That's one reason I love the other cookware, no rivets to worry about.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's about what you expect. It is really easy and slick to clean. But yeah, you're gonna have to probably use like a little brush around any sticky stuff on the rivets. I haven't had a problem myself with it, but I've only cooked with it a couple times. So does anyone else that's tried it want a note on that? And we do still have the 2 pieces of cookware that don't have the rivets.
New cookware?
What they're talking about here are
The
these
handles, yeah.
but the buttons inside
Yeah.
are 2 other kinds of cookware. They have it all the way on the outside, so it doesn't come through. And that's I mean, that's a nice selling point. I
Right.
think it's like the best of both you got the little strainer and the pour spout on these. It's amazing. So I don't know. I guess you just got to have one of each so you can test and tell us.
I have one of the an older pot that I got in one of my surprise boxes, and it has the rivets. And it does take just a little bit extra compared to just wiping out the inside, but I don't think that it's terrible. And if you use the small utility brush, like Katie said,
Yeah.
that would be a really good way to clean it real easy.
I saw a question in there about the Better Batter box that Lisa was showing off. And by the way, that caramel sauce in the cooking blender, if you guys have the cooking blender, immediately go make some caramel sauce. It's butter, heavy whipping cream, and brown sugar. Oh my gosh, like I've made it for every party that I've gone to, like for the last month since I was it Erin that made it the first time? I don't know. I like floored how freaking good it is. And now it's apple season. So like I mean, caramel for everyone all the time. In fact, I made it for a little gathering we had over Labor Day. And I just brought like the leftover we had from a party. And everyone ate mine over like someone had purchased caramel and apple dip, like in a prepackaged one. They all liked my caramel better. It made me feel real good. But these Better Batter box, how that works was the question. So each box includes 1 baking tool, a ready to use baking mix and topping, and 3 easy recipes to use it with. All right. So you're going to get, it's basically like just a ready to go Christmas gift or quick gift idea. It's all in one. It comes in a cute box called the Better Batter box. And so you can wrap that just as is. So this is going to be really great for anybody that's, I don't know what to buy for them. Emma, can you not while we're doing this? It's good for, even if you just had them in the closet, they have a year shelf life. So if you wanted to have them for a quick gift to give away coworkers, I don't know. I think there's lots of reasons. Yeah, go ahead. It's cute. I like it. And you'll need to stay tuned with your consultants. Make sure you're in their like VIP texting club or whatever they've got set, because we're going to have a surprise Christmas themed one coming soon. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that or not, but I just did. So
Oops.
it's not in the catalog, but we've got like this more generic one. And then there'll be one that's more holiday themed. I don't think it's themed Christmas, but I mean, all right. What other questions do we have?
We have the lid for the non-stick cookware. Every pot has its own size lid, and I think that is correct. Do the frying pans both have one also?
I don't think the frying pans do, but the
Gotcha.
pots and the skillets do. And you know what? I'm pretty sure, like if you do have the set, you could probably set, like if you needed to use a lid, maybe on the 10-inch or something. Now, with that said, like our 8.5 stainless nonstick comes with a lid. So I don't know about you, but I have a whole thing of lids I never use, but it's nice to have the option for sure. All right. Any other questions that I need to enter in? We want to see Robin's finished product again. Have you eaten it all yet?
Now I'm actually getting ready to put it on my plate. I had to take a picture.
Oh, good. Okay. So we can post the picture too, but Michelle missed it. So talk again.
Yep. Give me just a second. I'm going to put it on the plate. Then you can actually see it. Oh my gosh. And then I'm gonna put the toppings on it. Then you get to see the real product. Because the toppings is sour cream, and I used a teaspoon of milk in our new 2 tablespoon, I think it's a teaspoon. No, it's a tablespoon. I'm sorry. That's why I used the 2 tablespoon in our new stainless steel scoop, which you could, it's really cute to have in like your sugar containers and stuff, which is really cool. And then you use the rest, 2 tablespoons of, or 3 tablespoons of the everything taco. And then cilantro. I'm a big cilantro fan. Everybody knows that. That knows me. So here I go. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. All right. Let's put the cilantro on. Who likes cilantro?
Yay.
Right? Fresh herbs does a body good, right? All right.
All right. So I'm finding some more questions here. We're going to do speed round questions. And then we're going to do our door prize real quick.
There we go. All right. I made the taco chili mac.
That is beautiful.
I didn't get to see it.
Yum. Oh, I'll shut up. That's why we love and hate Zoom, right? All right. So, Robin, that was the taco chili mac from the new season's best recipe book. So
Yeah.
just a reminder for those of you that are joining us a little later, the season's best cookbook is my gift to you when you order from your consultant by the 14th of this month, so that gives you a whole week, or for any consultant that books at least 2 new parties for September. So this can be like finding someone to pass the catalog. It can be an online party, an in-home party, a bridal shower, fundraiser, whatever. I do have a survey for you again this month. So we want everyone to fill out this survey. I have the host specials. The taste buds are 25% off. And she just keeps eating in my ear, guys. Anyway, you can always giggle at me and Emmeline because she's like, I have that squirrel syndrome, you know. The 25% off taste buds. We've got the cookware 60% off. I've got your customer special on there. So we want you to have this survey. I'm going to pop it in to both the chat here on Zoom, and I'm going to pop it in on Facebook. Oh yeah. Are the donuts done? Do you want to show us the donuts, Lisa?
Yes, they are. So I'm not sure if you can see this. So I actually just popped the caramel that I made in the blender in here, and I actually let it cool. So when it's warm, it's obviously a lot runnier, but when you let it cool, it gets to that like a little bit thicker. And all I'm doing is I'm rubbing it in the cinnamon and sugar, and then I'm dipping just one end in the caramel. And look at that. Yum! So good. So good. And that's it. That's the donuts.
I feel like this is the most delicious workshop we've had so far. Okay, here's our little monkey breads. And then do you want to try maybe just doing one, or you want me to do it? It's so messy, she said. So we're going to just, it says to pour it in a spiral. So there's our monkey bread bites that we'll eat. Oh my gosh, that looks so yummy. Okay, last thing, and we will go back if we missed your question. My apologies. What dipping pan are you using? So that's our, it comes with a set of 3 trays. They're coating trays for like when you do fried stuff. And then it comes with the best little tongs. They're the best little tongs.
Another one. I have had Teflon cookware years back and it's great for a while, but then the food starts to stick. Does the cookware have a guarantee against sticking?
Yeah, that's a great question. And so there's a couple of reasons why nonstick cookware stops being nonstick. One is you're using something that's a chemical and heating up that chemical, and it just ruins the nonstick property on it. So that could be a aerosol cooking spray. You never want to use that on a nonstick pan. The other reason it happens is because your heat is too high. So it's Teflon or nonstick coating, even if it's the safest that it can be, right? It's still made with a chemistry process. And so when you overheat that, it will lose its nonstick. So you want to keep that on medium or lower. You don't ever want to put a nonstick all the way on high, especially if there's no food or liquid on the bottom. That's going to over time ruin. Now, with that said, our Brilliance line has a 10-year warranty. Our nonstick cookware, most of the lines, depending on when you bought it, we had like one or two seasons where we had nonstick cookware that wasn't a lifetime guarantee. So if you have a piece that's Pampered Chef, you do want to check with your consultant. They can walk you through the process. But Pampered Chef has records for the last 25, 30 years of that they can help you look up your receipt and get you through their warranty process. All right. I saw some online. Can you turn that off, please? We've got, could you use the Pampered Chef scissors to make the dough, the 30 balls quicker? Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea. Can they be left on the skillet when it's baking in the oven? The silicone helper handle. So Carla, I think if you had your helper handle in while you're baking in the oven, that's going to be too hot to touch because the silicone will get about to the temperature of the oven. So that's going to be too hot for you. You'd want to take that off and maybe use it as a way to help get it out of the oven. Hold on.
That's a great question because I just did that and it is too hot to handle. But
yeah, it is a good question. And you always think of silicone, is it not too hot? We made the same mistake with these muffin pans. We're like, oh, and just kind of grabbed it. So yeah, you'll want to beware.
Katie, the other thing you could have done with your little biscuits is use that wedger. I did see that you can stack your biscuits up and use the brand new wedger to cut them into little pieces.
Yes, we didn't see the veggie wedger. That's a new product I didn't show. Who has it on hand to show us just what it looks like?
I do.
Okay, so this veggie wedger is a restyle. We had it for a while. It'll cut like your oranges, lemons, limes, anything without a core. It'll cut through that tough skin because it's got a serrated edge. I cut through and made those onion petals with it.
It's good for tomatoes too and potatoes.
Yes, yeah, and it just like does the little wedges. Like think of like putting the orange in your mouth or whatever. Let's see. Kay says, I know nonstick cookware is not good if you have pet birds. Do you know if this is the case with our cookware? Okay, so Kay, this is a great question. There was new research that came out about PTFE versus PTFA. And I don't feel like I'm skilled enough to really speak to it. But I will personally look up that research and let you know where ours stands. And I do believe it's like, they would have to be like close to an overheated cookware that's like you'd have the bird on your shoulder and you've overheated your cookware. I don't think it's like, if I have this cookware in my house, my pet bird's going to die, but we'll follow up on that. It's a great question. I think it's really important. I know Pampered Chef takes safety with their cookware. They're always the first to be like, this is the safest that exists in science today. So, but that is something new that you're not the first to bring that up. So good. Okay. Any last questions that I missed? Because we're going to do our door prize and we'll have to send some pictures too. Now, yeah, go ahead.
all right,
Look at that.
here is the wedger. I did an orange. It's very easy. It did an orange for me. All I did was put the orange in the middle and then just press down. You just put the orange in the middle of it. And there's two knobs on each side and it just gets right down. Then you do it for anything, and it's real easy.
Awesome. And how awesome that you had an orange ready to show us is amazing. So great. Okay, so let's do a couple of attendance prizes now. And we did have a question come in, like, do you have a link for us to order? So because we're a group of consultants and like everyone has their own consultant, you'll want to follow up with your consultant, but go ahead and fill out our survey. I'm popping that into the chat, both on Facebook and here in the chat. You want to fill that out real quick. It's like a 4 or 5 question survey. If you're wanting to order to get the free Season's Best, click that button and then I'll know to be like, hey, you know, reach out to this person. They're going to order with you or host or whatever. So we will be giving out at least 1 utensil clip for those who fill out that survey. Okay. If I get 20 surveys, I'll give out 2. All right. So here's our attendance prizes for tonight's question game. We have Michelle, and you want to do it? What's it say? Bonnie. All right. Michelle and Bonnie are our door prize winners. So if you don't hear from me, I want you to send me a message and we will get you a little bonus. And Christy wanted to add on that Pampered Chef is wonderful about replacing the nonstick cookware if it has an anomaly. And she worked with a customer. I agree. I think our customer service is fantastic and they really work with you. Even, you know, I've even had where it's like, maybe it was the user's issue and they sometimes will still let it slide or, you know, try to make the customer happy. So we've got a great customer service behind us. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you all for being here. We'll share our pictures in our workshop group. If you're not there, we'd love to have you. And